Good morning. This is a crop that we grow here at the greenhouse. These are moringa trees. These are packed with vitamins and everything. If you'll see how little these leaves are against my hand right here. These we've been growing in pots. I feel like they stunted their growth a little bit, but as we go down the tree line here, there are some that have much bigger leaves. Hold on. These are much bigger leaves here. And still even, there were some that had leaves that were the size of a quarter. I mean, these are much bigger leaves. But anyway, so we have these growing in these pots now for about 3 years. So these are comeback moringa trees. These and this compost bed are moringas that started out in the greenhouse, and we put them out in this compost pile to see how they're doing. If you'll see the difference in the size of the leaves here on these, even these leaves down here, these are all ready to be harvested to dry out and make powder. But as you can tell, fertilizing does make a difference. See how much bigger these leaves are than the little baby leaves. So yes, whatever Dad's doing out here, these leaves are way much bigger, as you can see. But all of these leaves, these lower leaves, are older and they need to be harvested. See, they're the size of a quarter bigger, a little, you know. These are very, very healthy plants, and we'll get a lot of powder. I can take a handful of these and get a half a cup of powder once they're dried. It takes just a few more days. And Dad's gone a little moringa crazy because we did have a lot of seeds, but these are all new babies that he put out in the last 2 weeks. Even I think he took some from my greenhouse that I had up there. I had 4 or 5 in my greenhouse, but as you can see, they're doing very, very nicely in this new little bed that he has here. Moringa can sustain us for a long time. It has a lot of proteins, a lot of vitamins. People will make candy with this and give it to malnutritious children, malnourished children that in third world countries that aren't getting enough supplements or enough vitamins. And in 2 weeks from eating a piece of candy made from the moringa tree every day, those children in 2 weeks are no longer bloated. They're no longer starving. They're no longer malnourished. They have the iron, proteins, vitamins that they need to thrive. Consider adding moringa to your diet. It's a wonderful, wonderful plant. You can buy it pre-powdered, or you can be like us and grow your own. One of these trees can sustain you pretty well. One year I had 50 plants that I harvested off of, and I made plenty of powder for myself for 2 years off of 50 plants. And those plants are planted in a row like this. And it's probably similar to this. This may be 50 plants. I didn't count them. But a little row of moringas off of 2 or 3 pods. When these things fruit, they make a pod, and we'd like to see some of our own, especially these with these larger leaves. We would like to see some pods so that we can have our own seeds this year. Eat plants.